Hi. So this is our first Touchstone. I want you to listen to it and then you're going to offer your comments about it. A man who couldn't walk and a man who couldn't see. A tale of the Hopi. A long time ago, there was an earthquake in the village of Orabi. Fearing their village would be destroyed, all the villagers left Orabi, leaving behind two men who were unable to escape. These were a blind man and a man who couldn't walk. Frightened, the blind man called the other man to ask what happened. The earth trembled, he responded, and everyone has left. Come to my house. I can't, said the blind man. You come here. I can't walk, responded the man who had not walked from birth. But I can see. Take your stick and I'll tell you how to walk here. So the blind man took to his stick and walked slowly in the direction of his friend told him. That worked very well, said the blind man. Why don't we try to get away from here? I'll carry you on my back and you tell me the way. So the man who couldn't walk got on the back of the man who couldn't see, and he turned the blind man's head in the direction they needed to go. A short distance from the village, a large animal passed in front of them. What is it? Said the man who could see. It's large and nearly black, but not quite black. The blind man, who had been a great hunter in his youth, he asked for more details, and then he realized what it was. It's an elk, he said. Take out the bow and arrows. His friend handed over the bow and arrow and told the blind man where to aim. At the proper moment, he said, Shoot now! The blind man released the arrows, and they killed the elk. Now they wanted to cut the elk for meat. Put my hand near the elk, said the blind man. With an arrow, I can remove some meat. They worked hard, the one giving directions and the other using the arrow to remove some meat. Then together they made a fire. And while the elk roasted, the juices exploded, and they were both startled and jumped up. The man who couldn't walk suddenly was cured, and the blind man found he could see again. They were very excited throughout the day and at night. At night, however, they were afraid to go to sleep because they thought they might return to what they were. If I close my eyes, said the blind man, I might not be able to open them. If I stop moving and sleep, said the companion, I might never walk again. Let's keep one another up. So each of them made sure that the other stayed awake, and in the morning the sun rose. The blind man saw the dawn, his friend stood up and stretched, and they followed the track of the villagers, who were surprised to see them, having given up hope for the two. You were blind and lame. How did you both survive? We survived together, they said, and now we can both see and walk, and we can all return to our village, which is still standing. So the two led the villagers back to their home. These two had not brought the people back, the villagers would have never seen their home again.